What does it take to get leads from B2B YouTube channel in 2025? Some people will say having the right content strategy is the most important thing, or that you need to master audience retention. But the simplest way to get more sales from YouTube is to just get more of the right leads watching your YouTube videos. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you the best way to generate hundreds of qualified B2B leads from YouTube on autopilot. This is the exact process we've used to generate multiple six figures for business owners leveraging YouTube, and you can copy it and apply it today straight to your channel. By the way, this works no matter where you're at, whether you have 100 subscribers, 1,000 or 100,000 or anywhere in between. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first step in this process is actually a diagnosis of your YouTube channel and your niche. Because if you don't know what's working on YouTube with your niche, be pretty much going in blindly, and you're not be able to generate leads if you're not able to identify gaps in the market and things of this nature. So firstly, what you want to do is do a content audit and identify gaps in converting viewers into paying clients. What you want to do here is focus on the audience and not your product or service, because you're going to morph the product and service around the audience and their needs. You're always there to fill a gap in the market. So in terms of the content, you're first looking for the types of videos that they want and what's missing, and then we're going to fill in that with the service, right? A big part of this is identifying your ideal customers. Now, I know you can have a one-liner saying what your ideal customers are, but for YouTube content, where we're really going in depth into their pains, desires, and we're really trying to answer all their questions with these videos, you need to be a lot more thorough with really mapping out what this person looks like, what they're interested in watching. That way we can tailor the YouTube videos to actually be the exact content that they're searching for. Because once you actually have these pains, desires, fears of your ICP mapped out, you can literally backtrack or reverse engineer the types of content you want to create. And it doesn't have to be obvious. A lot of people avoid emotional selling in B2B space because it's business owners or people consuming their content would want to, hear. They don't want someone emotionally trying to sell them. However, you can do it very subtly. So once you know the fears, pains, desires of a 65-year-old business owner, you can tap into that in your marketing, in your messaging. Something along the lines of, you don't want to be working 24/7. Here's how our proven system helps you generate more leads, save more time so that you can get away from the business. Something like that. And the first thing we do with our clients is we identify the top 10 competitor channels in their niche. And what this will allow us to do is, number one, see what's working for competitors. Number two, take inspiration to recreate similar videos. And then number three, see the style of content that they are producing for the particular niche. Because the videos that are working in the fitness space won't work in the cold email space on YouTube. And this applies to video editing style, thumbnail style, scripting style, all of these things you really want to just get from your competitors. And on top of that, you can use tools like vidIQ and 1 of 10, which will allow you to see outlier videos that your competitors are making. So you really want to just have a complete sense of your niche. You really don't want to just be operating blindly and almost isolating yourself and your content and your channel, because you're going to find the best winning ideas from competitors at the end of the day. And then you just need to capitalize and take what's working for them and steal it for yourself. Obviously putting your own spin on it, as everyone knows. But this is one of the easiest ways to get proven video ideas and title formats that will actually work for your channel, right? And your niche. And you might be wondering, oh, well, if I'm just copying other people, what makes me unique? That comes into the next part of this, which is content gap analysis. And basically what we're doing here is, obviously when we're seeing our competitors, when we're doing the competitor research, you're seeing what's working for them, and then you're seeing where you can actually be better than them. So if their thumbnails are weak, you obviously have a competitive advantage there, that you can come in with high quality thumbnails and people are going to click on your videos. If you can see in their videos with their scripts that they create a 40-minute video that could have been packaged into a 10-minute video, much more actionable and a lot more straight to the point, that's a way that you can actually outperform them. So the strengths that you see your competitors having on YouTube, you're going to take inspiration and kind of apply those to your business. And then the weaknesses that you identify, you're going to capitalize on those by improving your videos and your channel. And the last point of this is really focusing on your competitive edge. So you need a way to prove that you're not the same as everyone else. And this is obviously going to be your competitive edge. So what you want to do is focus on your unique value proposition. So whatever your offer is, whatever is unique to it, you really want to focus on that. Whatever is unique to you as a business owner, as a creator. So if you've been in the space for, let's say, 5, 10, 15 years, now you want to create videos about your experience. So you could do something, another winning title format that works well with our clients is X years of niche advice in Z minutes. So basically you would say something along the lines of, 20 years of sales advice in 20 minutes. And then someone who's only been in sales for 1 to 2 years, they obviously can't create that same video. So you really want to make sure that you're using your competitive advantage. Another example is, let's say you're a young entrepreneur, you're 18 years old and you're making a lot of money on YouTube. Then you want to actually use that to your advantage, and you actually want to, in all your, as far as possible in your titles, leverage that. Say your age, say how well you're doing at 18 years old, because this is what separates you from the 30-year-old entrepreneur. So now you've done your competitor analysis, you've identified your competitive edge, and the next step is now actually taking all this information and applying it practically, because there's no value in knowing all these things, but then not executing correctly and not structuring your videos in the right ways. So diving into the strategy, we're going to talk about the types of content that you need to make. So first of all, with a YouTube funnel for businesses, you're always going to have 3 types of content. You're going to have top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. So top of funnel videos are going to be things that are directly just trying to get people onto the channel. So a great way to do this is name jacking. Basically what you do is take someone in your niche who's very popular, especially, on YouTube, and you find a way to insert their name into the title. It's going to be something like, in the business space, Alex Omozi, Iman Gaji, someone like that. And then in the middle of funnel, you have how-to videos, educational videos. Basically, the whole goal is to now nurture these people who you've managed to get onto your channel through the top of funnel videos. So you really need to make sure that you're providing as much value in these videos as possible and building up as much trust as possible through these videos. Because from there, we're going to direct them to the bottom of funnel videos. And these are going to be our direct selling videos. So the 3 main examples of these are a YouTube VSL, video sales letter, and then case study videos where you're breaking down the results you got for your clients, as well as client interview. And in the client interviews, you're just taking someone you got results for, walking them through before, what struggles they had, and then afterwards, and the results you managed to achieve for them. This is the highest leverage thing you can do for, creating social proof. And if you haven't done this yet, I highly recommend you go do it. You're probably leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table simply by not creating these. So moving on to the framing and the packaging of these videos that you're putting out. So the main focus you should always have is illustrating the transformation that the viewer will have from before watching the video to afterwards, right? And you can do this through the title, through the thumbnail, and then obviously through the script. So easy way to do this in the thumbnail, and this is like common thumbnail advice at this point, is you need to have the dream outcome visualized. So what do they get if they watch and apply everything that you've taught in this video? And then the title will obviously relate to the thumbnail. Try as far as possible for the title and thumbnail not to say the exact same things, because then you're just repeating yourself. You want to use both to actually convey what the viewer will get. So in terms of the actual script and the structure of that, so obviously starting with the hooks, this can be something like a question or statement that obviously, creates some intrigue with the viewer. And then the body, basically what you're doing is you're combining context and value with open loops. Now, if you don't know what open loops are, basically it's creating intrigue throughout the video for the next step, right? So you really want to sell the viewer on why they should keep watching and why this next step is important. And then for the call to action, what you want to do, instead of pitching every single video, pitching your coaching program or your mentorship, you really don't want to come off as the person pitching in every single video. So what you actually want to do is make the CTA to go to another video. So what this is going to do, number one, it's going to not make you come off as someone who's just trying to sell the viewer 24/7, especially if this is a top of funnel video. They're seeing you for the first time. Why would you be pitching them? It doesn't correlate. So instead, what you do is you structure the last point in your video. So let's say there's 8 points in your body. The last point, the 8th point, you want it to be something that leads into the next video. So let's say you're teaching people how to grow a marketing agency, how to get clients, and the video is about how to scrape leads for whatever it may be, outreach, cold email, appointment setting, whatever, right? Basically what you want to do is at the end of the video, you want to pitch to another video, and this video could be something about how to actually script these messages once you have the leads, because you can frame it in a way that if they now have these leads, the next logical step is to actually reach out to them and write an outreach script. So naturally leading from that video to the next video, you're creating a reason for the viewer to actually, watch the next video, instead of just pitching your service straight away or pitching a video that doesn't actually relate to the video and the natural progression of the viewer from this video to the next. So really make sure that you're doing that. What this is also going to do is increase average session duration, which is a extremely important metric for YouTube and actually getting YouTube to promote your videos. Because when YouTube can see that people are staying on your channel for longer, consuming more of your content in one sitting, that's going to tell them that you're creating great content, right? And then what you can also do is direct them to a VSL. And, I spoke about a VSL earlier. It's your bottom of funnel piece of content. You direct them from one of these videos to the VSL. So that way you can create, let's say, 2 videos a month where you're not selling, and then you pitch them to the VSL, and that's when you obviously sell them. And this leads me to the final step, because nothing I just explained matters if you're not going to be actually consistent with it and give YouTube time. And that's why the final step is creating a content flywheel. So what you want to develop is a content system that actually nurtures people for months and years to come without you actually having to do much. Because assuming that you've SEO optimized your YouTube videos, you're going to continuously having people actually coming in your channel, and your channel is going to continue to grow. So to actually build out this consistent content system, you want to consistently be actually finding video ideas that your ICP, your viewers, want to watch. Great way to do this is FAQs you're getting from people on sales calls, clients. These are going to continuously give you video ideas that are actually up to date for what people who are interested in your service, because something that they asked themselves a year ago based on, market dynamics, software updates, whatever it may be, is not going to be the same thing that they're asking last week. So you really want to stay on top of this. So that's the best YouTube lead generation strategy in 2025. Go watch this video where I explain Kai's strategy and how we helped him achieve this result. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.